Welcome to Hidden Medical Thoughts. I'm Dr. Harrison Carter, and today we're diving into the subtle yet powerful impact of small daily habits on our health as we age. As a geriatric specialist, I've seen firsthand how small adjustments can dramatically improve mental clarity, physical well-being, and even our outlook on aging. Stick with me as we explore some life-changing insights on one simple, yet often overlooked fruit that could be the key to living a healthier, more vibrant life. Did you know that small mistakes in your daily diet could speed up memory loss, damage your vision, and increase your risk of heart disease after 60? I see it every day in my practice. Older individuals who feel their bodies slowly shutting down, often without understanding why. Aging brings a host of silent challenges: mental confusion, out-of-control blood sugar levels, constant fatigue, and skin that loses its vitality. And while many think these changes are just part of getting older, they don't have to be. I'm Dr. Harrison Carter, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience, helping older adults maintain their independence, mental clarity, and physical well-being. I've discovered that one single food, when used correctly, can make a world of difference. Today, I want to talk to you about a small but powerful fruit, the blueberry. Not only can it improve your memory, vision, heart, and skin, but it could also become your greatest ally in the fight against aging. But be careful. Pairing it with the wrong foods could cancel out all its benefits or worse, harm your health. Stay with me until the end, because in addition to revealing 5 surprising benefits, I'll also show you 3 common mistakes to avoid at all costs, and 3 perfect combinations to enhance its effects. Ready to discover how such a simple habit can transform your health? Let's get started. Now let's take a look at the top 5 benefits that blueberries can offer for those over 60. Benefit number 1, brain protection and Alzheimer's prevention. One of the first symptoms many of my patients notice as they age is a loss of mental clarity. They say to me, "Doctor, I can't remember things like I used to." And honestly, it breaks my heart because I know that had we acted sooner, we could have slowed down that decline. The brain ages quietly. From the age of 60, the neural connections begin to weaken, brain inflammation becomes more common, and free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage our cells, do their silent work. And you know what? Blueberries have one of the highest concentrations of anthocyanins, an antioxidant that directly protects brain tissue. These small molecules not only neutralize free radicals, but also improve communication between neurons and reduce inflammation. In my practice, I've seen older patients who, after adding blueberries to their daily diet, regained mental agility and improved short-term memory. I'm not talking about miracles, but about well-applied nutritional science. A study published in the Annals of Neurology showed that regular consumption of blueberries can delay natural cognitive decline in older adults by up to 2 years. One case I'll never forget was a 74-year-old woman who at the beginning could barely remember her grandchildren's names. After 3 months of having a handful of blueberries every morning, without changing anything else, she told me with a smile, "Doctor, now I play guessing games with them, and I almost always win." The key here is consistency. Just about 30 blueberries a day is enough to start noticing changes. But be careful. It's important not to pair them with cow's milk, as it can interfere with the absorption of these valuable compounds. We'll talk more about that later. If you want to keep your mind sharp, prevent Alzheimer's, or simply stay more focused day to day, blueberries should become your faithful ally in your diet. Benefit number 2, blood sugar control and type 2 diabetes prevention. One of the biggest challenges my patients over 60 face is keeping their blood sugar levels stable. Many come to me with recent diagnoses of prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, which has been silently advancing for years. The good news is that in addition to medication, diet plays a crucial role in managing this condition, and this is where blueberries truly shine. Blueberries have a low glycemic index, around 53, meaning they don't cause sharp spikes in blood glucose. This is vital for everyone, but especially for those already dealing with insulin resistance, a common issue as we age. What makes these small fruits even more special is their content of soluble fiber and polyphenols, which help improve the cell's response to insulin, promoting a more balanced metabolism. I clearly remember a 68-year-old patient whose fasting glucose was nearing 140, who decided to make small changes. One of them was replacing his processed snacks with a bowl of blueberries and plain Greek yogurt. After 2 months, not only did his numbers drop, but he also felt more energetic and had fewer sugar cravings. Furthermore, research published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism confirms that regular blueberry consumption can enhance glucose metabolism and reduce inflammatory markers in people with insulin resistance. This isn't just about adding fruit to your diet, it's about smartly choosing which fruits to incorporate, and blueberries are undoubtedly at the top of the list. To maximize their effects, I recommend pairing them with foods rich in healthy fats or proteins, such as nuts or unsweetened Greek yogurt. And as I always advise in my practice, avoid mixing them with foods that contain added sugars or cow's milk, which can sabotage their benefits. If you're looking for a natural, delicious way to maintain balanced blood sugar levels, blueberries are not only effective, but they're also easy to add to your daily routine. A small gesture that can help you prevent major complications down the road. Benefit number 3, improved vision and eye protection. Vision is one of the senses that begins showing signs of aging early on. Many of my patients tell me that, over the years, reading becomes more difficult, lights bother them more, or their eyes feel constantly tired. And it's true, after 60, the risks of developing age-related macular degeneration, glaucoma, or cataracts increase significantly. But it's also true that there are natural ways to protect eye health, and one of the most effective is through regular blueberry consumption. This fruit contains a powerful combination of antioxidants, including anthocyanins, which not only give them their deep blue color, but also work directly on ocular tissues. Anthocyanins improve circulation in the microvessels of the eye, reduce oxidative stress in the retina, and help filter harmful blue light. These effects are key to preserving the macula, the central part of the retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. I've worked with older adults who, after consistently including blueberries in their breakfast, reported a noticeable reduction in visual fatigue, especially those who spend a lot of time in front of screens or reading. One patient, a 70-year-old retired man who loved reading, thanked me saying, "Thank you, doctor, because now I can enjoy my novels without headaches and without straining my eyes." Additionally, blueberries contain small amounts of vitamin E and carotenoids, which, although present in lower amounts compared to other fruits or vegetables, work synergistically with the anthocyanins to enhance eye protection. A fun fact: blueberries can have up to 30 times more anthocyanins than grapes, making them one of the most potent fruits for eye health. Of course, as I always make clear, blueberries aren't a replacement for a visit to the ophthalmologist or necessary treatments, but they can be a highly effective supplement to preserve vision in the long term, especially if consumed alone or paired with other antioxidant-rich foods, avoiding combinations with dairy that might reduce absorption. If your goal is to maintain your visual independence, enjoy your hobbies without discomfort, or simply protect your eyes as time goes on, a handful of blueberries a day can become a simple yet powerful investment in your quality of life. Benefit number 4, cardiovascular health and circulation. As the years pass, the heart requires more attention than ever. The statistics don't lie. Cardiovascular diseases remain the leading cause of death in older adults. But what many don't realize is that small daily habits can make a huge difference. And yes, blueberries play an essential role here as well. Throughout my career, I've witnessed how stress, a nutrient-poor diet, and constant exposure to environmental toxins directly impact the circulatory system. Rigid arteries, oxidized cholesterol, high blood pressure, all of this happens silently, until one day a heart attack or stroke occurs. But the good news is that the body also responds positively to proper care, and one of those steps can begin with a handful of blueberries. Blueberries are packed with anti-inflammatory compounds, flavonoids, and anthocyanins, which help keep the arteries flexible and healthy. These compounds encourage the dilation of blood vessels, improve blood flow, and reduce plaque buildup. Additionally, by combating oxidative stress, they lower the risk of LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, oxidizing and damaging arterial walls. A study published in Circulation demonstrated that regularly consuming blueberries can reduce the risk of heart disease by up to 15%. That's not a small number, especially when you consider how simple it is to add them to your diet. I always tell my patients, a small daily effort can prevent a big scare tomorrow. I particularly remember a 76-year-old woman who had suffered from severe hypertension. As part of her recovery, I suggested she add fresh blueberries to her breakfasts, along with oatmeal and chia seeds. Not only did her blood pressure stabilize in a few weeks, but she also started feeling more energized and less heavy in her legs. Of course, it's not magic. Blueberries don't replace medication or a balanced diet, but they can be a valuable complement, especially if we avoid pairing them with ingredients that block their antioxidants, like cow's milk, and instead choose more compatible options, like plant-based yogurt or nuts. If you're looking to protect your heart and improve your circulation without complications, blueberries are a great first step. Sometimes the most powerful solutions come in small, blue packages. Benefit number 5, skin rejuvenation and anti-aging effects. As the years go by, the skin begins to tell its own story. Expression lines, dark spots, and a loss of elasticity are visible signs of time passing that many of my patients notice with concern. They often ask me what creams or cosmetic treatments they can use to look better, and my answer, though surprising to many, starts from within. Before thinking about cosmetics, let's think about what we eat, because skin needs nourishment too. Among all the foods that promote skin health, blueberries hold a special place. Their richness in vitamin C, anthocyanins, and other antioxidants makes them a natural ally in combating the visible signs of skin aging. Vitamin C, for example, is essential for collagen production, the protein that keeps skin firm, elastic, and glowing. Without it, the skin becomes flabby, dull, and prone to wrinkles. Anthocyanins, on the other hand, help neutralize free radicals generated by sun exposure, pollution, and stress. This reduces skin inflammation, improves its tone, and prevents deep cellular damage. Additionally, the high water content in blueberries contributes to more hydrated, fresh skin, something many older adults easily lose. I've had patients who, without using any new products on their skin, started receiving comments like, "Are you doing something different? You look more radiant." And the only thing they had changed was their breakfast. A mix of fresh blueberries with plain, unsweetened yogurt and flax seeds. Over time, regular blueberry consumption can help reduce the appearance of spots, refine expression lines, and promote a more even and healthy complexion. Of course, as I always remind my patients, no food works alone. Results show up when we combine their consumption with adequate hydration, proper rest, and avoiding prolonged sun exposure without protection. If you're looking for a natural way to care for your skin from within, without empty promises or expensive treatments, blueberries can be a powerful first step. Not only will they make you feel better, but they'll also help you look better. Now that you know all the incredible benefits blueberries can offer, it's just as important to understand which foods you should avoid combining them with to maintain their full effects. One thing I always explain to my patients is that it's not enough to just eat healthy. How and with what we combine those foods matters too. Although blueberries are one of the most beneficial fruits for the body, certain pairings can reduce or even cancel out their positive effects. Let me share 3 combinations I recommend avoiding, especially if you're aiming to maximize the benefits of this fruit. The first food to avoid is cow's milk. While it's rich in calcium and protein, combining milk with blueberries can interfere with the absorption of anthocyanins, those powerful antioxidants responsible for many of the benefits of blueberries. This happens because milk proteins, when in contact with the antioxidants, can neutralize them before your body has a chance to absorb them. Additionally, some studies have shown that the vitamin C in blueberries can degrade more quickly when dairy products are involved. So, if you're in the habit of mixing blueberries into smoothies with milk or traditional yogurt, I suggest opting for plant-based alternatives like almond or oat milk. The second food to avoid is cucumber. Yes, that refreshing and commonly used vegetable in salads. Cucumber contains an enzyme called ascorbate oxidase, which has the ability to destroy the vitamin C in blueberries. Vitamin C is essential not only for the immune system, but also for collagen production and iron absorption. Eating cucumber and blueberries together may seem harmless, but if done frequently, you could be losing out on some key benefits from this fruit. My advice is to consume them at different times of the day, with at least 30 minutes between meals. And lastly, pineapple. While it's a delicious fruit rich in vitamin C, its high acidity, when paired with blueberries, can cause digestive discomfort, particularly for older adults or those with sensitive stomachs. In my experience, I've seen patients complain of acid reflux or bloating after eating healthy fruits, and often the issue lies in the combination. If you love pineapple, enjoy it, but try not to consume it with blueberries in the same meal or smoothie. In summary, it's not about avoiding these foods forever, but learning to combine them intelligently. Separating their consumption by a few hours can make all the difference in how your body absorbs and utilizes the nutrients. When it comes to health, the details truly matter. Just as there are combinations to avoid, there are also foods that can further enhance the effects of blueberries. Let's take a look at which foods work perfectly with blueberries and why they are so beneficial when paired together. As a geriatric specialist, I always advise my patients not just on what to avoid, but also on what to add to their daily diet to maximize the benefits. Here are 3 foods that, when combined with blueberries, create powerful nutritional synergies. The first is the banana. This simple everyday fruit is an excellent source of natural energy, thanks to its complex carbohydrates, potassium, and soluble fiber content. What many don't know is that this fiber, especially pectin, helps slow down glucose absorption and enhances the absorption of antioxidants like anthocyanins. In other words, when you eat blueberries with a banana, you're helping your body retain the key nutrients for longer. This combination is perfect for breakfasts or snacks, as it provides satiety, helps regulate blood sugar levels, and boosts mood. One of my favorite recommendations for older patients is a simple smoothie made with banana, blueberries, and unsweetened plant-based milk. It's easy to prepare, delicious, and highly nutritious. The second food that boosts the benefits of blueberries is plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt has a higher concentration of protein and contains probiotics that support gut health, something fundamental for the immune system and nutrient absorption. When you combine blueberries with Greek yogurt, you get a mix rich in antioxidants, protein, and beneficial bacteria. This combination helps maintain muscle mass, improve digestion, and promote healthier skin. For patients needing a complete snack, I always suggest a bowl of Greek yogurt with fresh blueberries, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and some seeds. This combination is not only tasty, but also provides antioxidants, protein, and fiber all in one meal. And lastly, nuts, especially walnuts. These little gems are packed with healthy fats, plant-based omega-3s, magnesium, and vitamin E. All of these nutrients complement the antioxidants in blueberries perfectly. Walnuts in particular have been linked to better cognitive function, lower inflammation, and greater cardiovascular protection. In my practice, I've found that adding a handful of walnuts to blueberries for a midday snack or as part of a salad not only enhances the flavor, but also significantly boosts the nutritional value of the meal. This combination helps keep the mind sharp, the heart strong, and the cells protected from premature aging. When it comes to functional nutrition, the key isn't just in the individual foods, but in how they complement one another. That's why integrating blueberries with bananas, Greek yogurt, and nuts can turn your meals into powerful tools for preventive health. Eating well doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes the best decisions are in the simplest combinations. At this point, you already know that blueberries can be a powerful tool for protecting your mind, heart, skin, and much more. But one of the most common questions I hear in my practice is, "Doctor, how can I include them in my life without making it complicated?" And believe me, it's easier than you think. The simplest way is to eat them fresh, as a snack between meals. A handful of about 30 berries is more than enough to reap their benefits. You can store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator, ready for those moments when you crave something sweet. Another ideal option is to add them to your breakfast. Mixing them with cooked oatmeal or unsweetened granola is a very complete combination. You can also make a bowl with plain Greek yogurt, blueberries, and a teaspoon of chia or flax seeds. That mix is not only delicious, but also provides antioxidants, protein, and fiber, all in one serving. For those who prefer smoothies, blueberries blend well with water, plant-based milk, or natural unsweetened juices. A common smoothie I recommend is made with blueberries, ripe banana, a tablespoon of oats, and almond milk. Blend it all together, and in less than 3 minutes, you have a functional breakfast or snack. If you have difficulty chewing, something common in older adults, you can lightly cook the blueberries until soft, or make a homemade compote without sugar. You can even use them as a topping for whole grain pancakes, or mix them into salads for a sweet and tangy touch. And if you can't get fresh blueberries year-round, frozen ones are also an excellent alternative, as long as they don't contain added sugars. You can use them the same way you would fresh blueberries, without needing to thaw them beforehand. The key is consistency. Blueberries aren't a magical cure, but when they become part of your daily routine, the results add up. As I always say, good health is not built on big, sporadic changes, but on small actions repeated every day. After over 3 decades of helping older adults achieve a more fulfilling old age, I can say with conviction that the difference between aging and living with vitality often lies in the details. And one of those seemingly insignificant but deeply powerful details is the blueberry. We've talked about their benefits for the brain, heart, skin, vision, and metabolism. I've also shared which foods to avoid to not sabotage their effects and which combinations can enhance their properties even more. And none of this is theory. These are observations I've seen with my own eyes in hundreds of patients. People who started with doubts, but ended up surprised at how they felt more awake, stronger, and balanced just by making one simple change, adding a daily portion of blueberries to their diet. Of course, blueberries are not a miracle cure, but in the context of a mindful life with good hydration, regular physical activity, and restorative rest, they become a powerful tool to prevent deterioration, strengthen immunity, and enhance quality of life. And here's my most important advice. Don't underestimate the power of the small. A handful of blueberries a day can be the first step toward a quiet but real transformation. You don't need drastic changes or extreme diets, just consistency, intention, and the decision to take a little better care of yourself each day. If you found this information helpful, share it. Maybe someone close to you also needs a simple guide for aging with health and dignity. And if you already include blueberries in your diet, let me know how you incorporate them. I'd love to hear your experience. Thank you for being here, for caring about your well-being, and for allowing me to accompany you on this journey. Because aging doesn't have to mean losing. It can also be an opportunity to gain in awareness, energy, and fulfillment.